Hi guys, this is TLDR TWAB for the 28th of May to the 4th of June. First off, general stasis adjustments. Now all non-super freezes against players will be broken out of by 1.35 seconds. This is too short to break out of, so now you'll just automatically come out of it. The bonus damage you get versus frozen players is being reduced from 50% to 5% for special weapons and heavy weapons and light-based abilities. The slow from stasis no longer reduces weapon accuracy, and now increases weapon flinch when under fire. It no longer suppresses class abilities or air moves. The reduced movement speed for slow is now 20%. The Whisper of Hedron's fragment no longer increases weapon damage after freezing, and it now increases weapon stability, aim assist, mobility, resilience and recovery after freezing. Whisper of Rhyme no longer provides an overshield while in super, and the Cold Snap Grenade Seeker no longer tracks targets after the initial target acquisition. The delay before the Seeker goes off has gone from 0.3 seconds to 0.8 seconds. The size of the detonation has gone from 3 meters to 1.5 meters, and it now bounces off of walls and detonates on the ground. Starting with Titans, Shiver Strike has reduced flight speed and distance, there's a reduced knock plaque versus players, and a removed slow detonation on player impact. For Cryoclasm, the slidey boy, it now requires Titans to sprint for 1.25 seconds before they can do it when out of their super. There's also a removal on the cooldown, so you can do it to your heart's content. There's a reduced angle of initial freezing and the damage cone on Howl of Storm, and reduced crystal creation freezing radius. They've slowed down the sequence of the crystal formation, allowing victims a more easier escape, and it now spawns a small crystal on walls if it's performed there. For Glacial Quake, they've reduced the heavy attack vertical freeze range, and reduced damage resistance from 50% to 47%. For the Hunters, the melee slow duration has gone from 2.5 seconds to 1.5 seconds, Whisper of Durance is now down to 0.5 seconds, and the damage is now 45. It's also slower by 10%, and the tracking's been reduced when it bounces off of walls. For Winter's Shroud, the slow duration has gone to 1.5 seconds, and the Whisper of Durance slow duration is now 0.5 seconds. When using Touch of Winter, Cold Snap Seekers no longer have increased movement speed or travel distance, and it now spawns a small stasis crystal on detonation. For Warlocks, the Penumbral Blast has reduced tracking and proximity detonation. The freeze radius is now down to 1.5 meters, and for Ice Flare Bolts, the Seeker only chains on a player shatter. For Winter's Wrath, the freezing projectile strength now goes down to 0 after 2 seconds of flight. And now onto some news for the Expunge missions. Bungie have said for the first 4 weeks in a row that a player goes through the mission, they will earn a piece of high stat armor, alongside some decrypted data. After that, you'll be rewarded with a seasonal weapon with a perk choice in the final column. On June 15th, a new Pinnacle version will roll out, alongside the final 3 Splicer Gauntlet upgrades. Onto some hotfixes. The anti-tank lost sector is now going to correctly reward legs when they're advertised. The Katuri gauntlets, the special gauntlets, will no longer obstruct bows when you're using them. The Archon's Thunder Machine Gun and Reese Walker Shotgun can now be acquired from Lord Saladin when Iron Banner's on. And some missing notes from the last hotfix that are now actually in-game. They've removed the glimmer cost to any applying shaders, they fixed the join command for Steam, and you can now apply shaders to Reverie Dawn armor. There's been a reduction on the Null Composure Gambit ornament, that's the fusion rifle, and the Contender Plate Titan chest ornament will now show up properly. Bungie want to let us know that they are fully aware of mounting Beagle errors, and they've advised to remove Destiny 2 from external SSDs and put it back on your internal hard drive. Finally, some known issues. Pre-built shaders are appearing before the default option in the appearance customization menu, so look out for that. The grips of the Exile Hunter is not appearing properly. Bungie are investigating issues for the colorblind modes during the Oracle stage of Atheon's Throne Room, and the Feast of Light perk is not working properly for starter scales when you're standing in a well of radiance. Currently obtaining Exeter's Down armor isn't counting for the Red War Collections badge, and some weapons that are being awarded from the gunsmith are missing masterwork slots. And the Cache of Kabir chest at the end of Vault of Glass is incorrectly listing perks and weapon types.